Right, let's get this party started, shall we, gamers? I'm sorry that I'm a couple of minutes late from where I should be. And to the people who are watching out of Australia, that is crazy work, being at 5 AM. I respect the hustle. I respect the grind. I'll be honest, I'm really, really tired. I keep waking up at about 5 AM at the moment, so I've been awake for like 14.5 hours already today. And I thought, oh, let me sneak in maybe like a quick 20-minute nap before the stream starts, because I could feel that I was tired. And it has messed me up. Holy, I'm just trying to... I'm trying to wake up a little bit. But then also, I booted up my OBS to go live, and it had logged me out of everything. So I had to log in. Then it wanted me to log out and log back in again, so I could do the dual streaming for some reason. So I think everything should be as it should be. If there's anything wrong with the stream, please do let me know. It would be very much appreciated. The Twitch notification is still in Birmingham, is it really? Oh, I suppose... I don't know how I'd go about changing that. It doesn't ask me to change that. It just has the actual stream title only. We are looking forward to quality today. Where are we? It's St. Louis today, isn't it? Happy 3 years, Christus. Thank you so much. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Thank you for being with me for this long. This track's a booty. I genuinely... I'm not going to give you my words today. I'll give you Rax's words, because that is a man who's obviously not got a biased opinion, because he wins all the races anyway. And he said, why did the tracks keep getting easier? So that's kind of what I'm feeling today. I think A1's probably been my favourite out of all the tracks so far this year, which is really strange. Hello, Austin, as well. Hope you're good. Thank you, Smarties, as well. We're getting there. We're getting very, very close to 3 years also. So what I was going to ask today is, hopefully, we can do this in two ways. Hopefully, both ways result in no crash out, because as we know, like, bikes has been getting to me a lot recently on the competitive side of things. Someone even commented suggesting anger management, and at first I was like, what are you on about? I feel like I'm quite chill for the most part, but no, I generally feel like I go fully bipolar as soon as races on this game start. They bring out the worst in me. So we have two options today. We can either ride a meta bike and try, or we can ride a poopy bike, and then if we do bad, we say, oh, it's fine because we're on a poopy bike. The only concerning thing that I have is, based on the track that I have seen, it looks like we've got going to have a situation again in one of the corners where it is a hug the tight inside, further inside than there are any ruts. So we're just going to be flat tracking again. But then the rhythm after that is go double, triple, and then quad. Like you have to step over a table. And I'm a little bit concerned that the Suzuki might not have the oomph to do that, but I am also willing to give it a go nonetheless. Gas 350. I don't have any kind of setups on the Gas 350. I still need something that will hopefully get through the whoops. The whoop section on today's track, I believe, is quite big. And you need to get through it well, because then you've got a Supercross triple straight after it. We could go for the OG whited out Suzuki and see how that goes. Gas 450 though, yeah, the Gas 450 wasn't terrible. The only downside is it's going to be them whoops. Like the gas, I think goes through the whoops quite well, but the Cowie really does not. I suppose that's part of the fun, isn't it, of riding a bit of a pooey bike. What gear? Do I have any red gear to go with this? Let's go to the latest 2026 stuff. Yeah, screw it. We'll keep running the pink one that I've been running. Right, we'll close that. The password should be coming out within the next minute. So let me get that loaded up and ready to go. Right, Barboso, MX Bikes, Mods Tracks, 26 Supercross, drag drop, and now we load up a little bit of Discord action and wait for people to post the password. And somebody has. Who is this man? Aiden. Love that. Love that from Aiden. Right. That was like perfectly timed. I actually don't know what my situation is on Monday, to be honest. To be honest with you, Nizzy. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I don't mind either way. I'll see if I can finesse my way around a band. I'm sure people will cry about that if I do. And if I don't, yeah, I'm happy to commentate as well. I always have a fun time. Fun time getting in the booth. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong track. That is not a good start. That is the smooth version of the track that I've just clicked on. To be fair, I think that triple after the whoops, on a 450, you can afford to mess up the whoops quite a lot, but I do feel for the 250 boys. Well, looking on the track preview, I don't know if the triple's been made smaller, or if maybe the run up after the whoops has been made longer, but Stoney had a really, really bad run through the whoops, and he seemed to get up and over the triple afterwards, no problem at all. Didn't even look like he had to stretch it much. MTG release an end of a March announcement. Is there any big news in there? I haven't had a look yet. Right, we got a turn. Right, shift help is on. We need that. Cool. Yeah, let's give the gas a go then today and see how she goes. It's the best way. I don't want to just join the whoops there. I'm definitely not going to get a good run at all. Let's set a track marker. Why not? I'm going to have to warm the fingers up a little bit as well. And being tired certainly won't help. Am I tripping, or were these ruts not in this corner on the preview lap that Stone Rider done? I thought this was a flat corner before the finish. Anyway. Here we go. On, off. Hey, someone suggested that I ride the gas, so why not? Oh, actually, I don't know why he made them whoops look so hard. There's a bit of a lower line on the left-hand side there. Nice and straightforward. The good thing about the gas that I've experienced in the past, so whilst it is a little bit on the slower side, it does tend to have pretty damn good grip. It do be grippy. Ooh. I feel like that's a right... So this is the corner where I think we're just going to be flat tracking again. And then double, triple, step over this. Oh, which is where the gas is going to struggle, and then triple into the corner. And then do that. See, I think that's probably going to be the way. Not taking a rut again. That's how it be. When the corner is 20 feet wide, there is a lot of room around the ruts. Yeah, I mean, this setup gets through the whoops decently enough. We'll give her a go. We could look at this in two ways. We either qualify, which is a W, on a very unmeta bike, or we don't qualify, which is also a double you because you haven't got a race. I'll be honest, somebody, I can't remember who it was now, I feel bad, but the first person that commented on this stream was like, I forgot Supercross even was a thing. And I'll be honest, me too, which is weird. Like, now that outdoors have started again, it almost feels like Supercross is a little bit of an afterthought. I don't know, it's kind of going through the motions. That triple's going to be hell for 250s. It shouldn't be too bad. So it looks like he's cut the whoops down a little bit compared to the flat version of the track. Boing, 360? Nope, not quite. So it swoops into a double IRL. Yeah, it probably will be. The thing is, in real life, you can actually seat bounce. That's what this game is missing, is a seat bouncing mechanic. It's all down to momentum for us, where real life the 250s can probably double their way through the whoops and then still, you know, just downshift and seat bounce and get over a triple size jump if there was one. Is there any ruts on the... No, not really. It's probably going to be an outside-outside action here. It's odd there, like it's the left-hander specifically, because there's no inside ruts to bank off of, but then he's also added random roughness towards the middle / inside, so if you wanted to try and dive up the inside of someone, you can't really do that either. Not sure how that's gonna end up riding. Can we quad? Maybe you just check up towards the end of that. If you go outside and you triple. Let's have a look. Give her another go. So if you go outside and you triple in, and you triple again, maybe you can quad down to here if you're on a bigger bike, but I like that there. Like just checking up for a second, then tripling all the way into the corner. I'm looking for the path of least resistance on this bike. Since we haven't quite got that same amount of oomph, I just need a nice consistent line. I haven't got to worry about stretching jumps out too much. Trying to experiment. So if you was like trying to make a pass on someone, yeah, I don't know about that. Very strange. Stepping over that's going to be impossible, so that's going to be an on-off. You go to the far right here, it's raised up, so you can go triple. But that's triple, triple, double. So you're going to be triple, double, or you're going to be double, triple. Only issue if you double in here, it's like the double's really short, so you kind of lose a little bit of time after to check up at the beginning. And I see how short that is, and then you have to try and seat bounce hard. Yeah, so maybe just hug to the far right and go triple, double. Are you 250 or 450? Dwarfing? Because I know that a lot of the 250 guys have started leaning into the corners now. But I've messed around with that a while ago, and for the most part it feels a bit more placebo. Because it feels like you're leaning over further. You're actually not, so the bike is getting more grip because the bike's actually more upright. But outside that, from a like camera angle perspective, I really don't like it at all. It feels like the rut, the bike's like fully out of the rut. Like if I'm all the way over here, my bike's like miles over to the left, and it's just, I don't know, I hate it. It does not look good for me. I'm good, thank you, sober. Just a bit on the sleepy side. Please don't use the gas. Why? Yeah, that's the alternative there. So I've got two different options I can take there, to be fair. That triple is actually hard to get over on the 450 if you don't get the rhythm section perfect. I'd say that the gas is acceptable through the whoops. It's not insane, though. It's not amazing. I think I've just got the standard free S1, like the free SPX Supercross suspensions on it. Ah, I went over that. Can you still triple this if you mess up the corner a bit? Oh yeah, comfortably as well. Lots of room to work with. Oh, I went a bit long there. So if you go long, then you can go on, off. It's definitely quite a bit slower. Probably find that using that middle rut in the corner there will be more consistent for getting over the triple. I did scrub it for some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, if you don't scrub it, you should be able to float over it, no worries. The inside there is pretty good for going on, off. Can you... I want to see if you can, like, quad the whole thing. I wouldn't have thought so. Don't think you're going to get enough pop off the jump. Maybe. I was a bit high up on the rut still there, so I didn't get much oomph. Might be able to quad it if you cut down. Oh, my bad. I won't be able to quad it. Someone might. It'll be made easier as the road comes in as well. No, I can never vibe with the Honda anymore. I don't know what it's about. It just seems very, very hard to control. It's like, it's both simultaneously really heavy, but then also too agile at the same time. It's hard to explain. It's like, it feels like a bit of a tank, but then it also feels like it's got a super, super short swing arm, no matter what you do to the settings. So it's like you can loop yourself out at any second. Can you triple from the inside here? Like if I was to drift out wide. Ooh, that's pretty good. That might be the play. Yeah, I'm struggling to get just that little extra bit of oomph to get up and over that step over. Oh, we got multiple sobers now. Okay. I feel like you might both be under the name It's Sober as well, not just Sober. I'll have to keep a mental note of that. No, she's getting through the whoops well. I got no idea what the gas handle's like once you get a little bit of a road action going on. That is certainly a bridge we'll cross when we get to it. Oh, you can't even, like, cut down in that corner if you wanted to open up the next one where you could just meet the rough there. Oh my Jesus. You ran into a bit of a skill issue today, Oliver. We hate to hear that. Not good at all. I may be aching like crazy today, 2 days after riding, but at least there was no injuries. Just a crippled old man. So it's always nice getting back out on the bike after such a long time, but my God, is it always like disheartening when the fitness just goes completely. What a peculiar track. Not sure what I make of it so far. That was not intentional. Yeah, I agree with that, Alex. That pretty much sums up my opinions on it. It seems like there's something that people really struggle to grasp, that concept is, I want rough and ruts on tracks, but I want them built in a way that promotes better racing. Whereas I think these ones are done where it is ends up being quite one-lined. To the point where it almost feels like it could be better off if it was flat, but to be fair, with how big these tracks are, if we was racing the flat versions, I probably would just commit. It's not that enjoyable at all. Yeah. I was running the VARG on lower horsepower than usual at Apex, so usually I would run her about 55. But because the track was so choppy and I was struggling to hold on for more than a lap at a time, I put it all the way down to, well, I've done 40 for a session, but then I've done 45 for another one, and it helps a lot more. Like, it's a lot more smooth in the corners when you've got it lower. Yeah, it just depends on the track, depends on the conditions. Mess it around a little bit, change it. Couldn't open your hands. Well, I've had an issue with my left hand. Does anybody remember the Instagram reel I uploaded from like mid last year of me absolutely knobbing myself in turn 2 at a race? Like crashing really hard. Since then, my left thumb has been pretty buggered. I'm pretty confident it's just ligament damage. But what it's caused is like my grip strength, like my pinching strength, is really bad. I get like a shooting pain all the way down my thumb. I notice it the most where, you know how you hold like a frying pan if you're cooking, like with your thumb like resting on top. That pressure of pushing the thumb down is really painful, which just, as you can imagine, if you're holding like a grip and everything, you're kind of like pinching the grip and it hurts a lot. And it was okay-ish, but it's definitely flared up again as of riding the other day. And I can feel it more so now that it's almost like the thumb just feels stiffer. So if I'm moving my left analog stick, it always feels like I've got a delay between my brain and what my thumb's actually doing. But I generally, look, I mean, it's not like I've got a laborious day-to-day job, is it? So I thought by now it would have healed on its own, but it just hasn't. It's my UCL. So you boys know more than I do. I have no idea. I just some kind of ligament, because it's not. I wouldn't imagine it's broken or anything. And if it was broken, I thought a break would have healed by now. So it's definitely some sort of ligament damage. But we're almost a full year on now from that crash, and it's still not really any better than it was. I'm not gonna start the negative train again. I have no idea what goes through the brain sometimes when we're choosing where to put these rough and ruts. Oh my god, I almost went straight over the bars. A big old kicker. That triple was pretty huge. Can't really afford to mess up much up in the corner. What's the alternative here? Is it like step over triple single? Oh my god, that triple's so far away. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me, just scaling things. Well, your shoulders still mess up after 7 years. That's not ideal. Might need to amputate. No, I need the thumbs. I need it for gaming. I need it. Yeah, riding the gas today. Just spur of the moment thing. Just try and take it more chill. Hopefully avoid any crash outs again, because it's not good for the mental health, you know, crashing out over a video game like twice a week. So we'll try and limit it. I do race, yes. The championship that I take part in, well, only as of last year is when I started racing again after many, many years off. But there's only about 6 rounds, I think, throughout the course of the year. Annoyingly, for those of you that aren't in the UK, the weather has been absolutely atrocious so far this year. Like, it has been miserable. And it's still pouring down with rain as I speak right now. So I haven't been able to get out on the bike. So I went out on Wednesday, didn't realise how quickly the first race of the year was coming up. It is next weekend. And I've been on the bike once. And I can hold on for about 2 laps, if that. So, not sure how the first set of races are going to go. We shall see. What do you think, in terms of that with the thumb, while like the pinching hurts a lot shooting down, me just moving it on a joystick like this, it doesn't hurt. But do you think the usage of it and it moving a lot is what is stopping it from healing properly? Because if so, then it's never going to heal. I wish you the best of luck trying to qualify for the first time. It is not an easy feat. Depending on what class you're trying to qualify in, 450s is probably the easiest shot. 'Cause, is today a East-West shootout round, or did my eyes deceive me when I was signing up? I swear I saw a East and a West class for 250s today. So it should be quite easy to qualify for 450s. Actually, what am I talking? Ignore me. Ignore everything that I just said. There's class locks now, so you can't do the opposite coast on 450s if you wanted to anyway. So it's still going to be exactly the same riders as they would usually be. Yeah, I'm faded. Ignore me. Do you see what I mean? Like, I really, and I think everybody would feel this way, when you get to about here, because the next corner is a sharp right, you want to kind of sweep over to the left to open up the next corner, but you can't. You try cutting down out of this, and your front wheel was just met with these 2 ruts here that are just going to make the front end knife and you're going to crash. But then, them 2 ruts there are kind of pointless, because you can't exactly get into them in the first place without going 2 miles an hour. In which case the outside's just going to be the fastest line. You're in a very strange place. I mean, the gas feels good in the corners. It was pretty good. I don't believe there's AMS for Supercross at all. I believe that only applies to outdoors. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like that's how it is. The way the qualifying works is top 40. Make it to the night show, everybody else hang up the controller, early bedtime, early YouTube videos to watch. The top 40 is separated into 2 lots of 20, and they will do heat races. The top 9 out of each of those will go straight through to the main event. However, then 10th through to 20th in both heats will then be combined into an LCQ, in which you have to get top 4 in that race. If you don't, then that is your night finished. Can you... Ooh, you might be able to double that. Not if you don't hit the corner well, though. Hello, Reed. I'm a big 120 tyre enjoyer. I think I'm the minority on that, though. I think most people do still tend to stick to the 110. Yeah, I don't see any reason why people aren't going to be doubling in here. What would it be? Actually, no, I don't know if it put you into a good rhythm. Because you're going to be singling into the turn at the end, because it's going to be big double, and then you're going to go triple triple, and then you're going to have to go from here and like jump into the turn. It's going to be hard to slow down. Yeah, I'm not sure what the move is there for them. Yeah, quality servers will be up. We got 6 minutes until the timing actually starts. We got to. Oh my goodness! Don't fall out of that right early. May as well try some alternative lines. As much as we can do. Again, I do feel like it's a very unimaginative track. Quite obvious what the fast line's going to be. Yeah, I think that's the only place that the gas is going to let me down, is trying to get up and over that table. But then if I check up and go on off, it's a lot of time that I think you're going to lose. Not sure. It'll be Talon on Twitch that will be streaming the 250 stuff tonight. No, Taylor, I haven't. It'd be nice to, just to give it a go once. I actually didn't run a single lap there without crashing. That's kind of crazy work. Should we take a guess? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, free. Ah, look at that. Lovely stuff. I don't actually know Monster Truck. I don't know the situation. They've not said anything, not made any announcements at all. I'm kind of like unbothered either way, because if I get to race it, then cool. If I don't get to race it, then I'll just commentate it anyway. So you'll see something from me. Yes, that is a negative side of the 120 rear tyre, is swapping in the whoops. Just because it grabs each whoop a little bit more. Like if you're in them straight in the first place, then it's fine. But if you are getting a little bit sketchy to begin with, it'll be exaggerated. I think that's the right word. Trying to have a watch, see what line's going on, but I have a feeling Cam's doing mess around lines based on how this lap's going so far. Because this is definitely not 55 pace that I'm watching. Yeah, we've got just over a minute until qualifying starts. Are you allowed to just hop into qualifying? I mean, have you signed up? It won't let you into the servers unless you've signed up beforehand. Backend really wants to try and step out. I was going to say on the right-hander before we go across the start line, but it wanted to step out there as well by the looks of it. I think that kind of shows there just how I pulled away from Robin, that inside rut's pretty good compared to going all the way around the outside. Oh, that's heartbreaking. It's actually nuts how big... I feel like I'm such a broken record every week, but I mean, it applies every week. It's nuts how big the track is. Yeah, I feel really sorry for the 250 boys. Oh god, I shouldn't have rubbed my right eye, now it's blurry. I can't see. E3 today. In the LCQ maybe. That's about all I'm willing to give. I don't even think you're able to step over from there as well. No, I have not joined Aspect. Oh, I told them to pay me and they won't pay me, so I ain't joining. I know my worth. Rest in peace, Troy Holy. Yeah, we'll just try and get a top 40 qualifying time. Actually, I'm not even going to look to see what my time is until the end of the session. At least not intentionally. I might go back to the pits to take fuel out or something, but I'm going to leave the overlay like this so I can't see what anybody's doing. I think that right-hander before the finish is going to be one of the trickiest parts of the track once the road comes in, trying to get it smoothly. If I don't know what my lap time is, I can't be stressed out about if it's good or not. You gotta see, we're thinking an extra 100 IQ. The gas feels great in these ruts. I'm not going to lie to you boys. That feels really good in the ruts. Not getting any of that horrible like front end twitch. Oh, I don't think I'm going to go over that. Oh. That wasn't alright, that. At least it felt alright. A little banker. Uh-oh. Ooh. I was first for a second, and then I got relegated. Actually, no, the pit boss just spoiled it for me, so 57.8, which is about 2 seconds off of what I saw Cam run before qualifying started. The inside right there is going to get pretty chalked as well. I think everybody's going to be taking it. Oh, holy cross jump. Thank goodness that's not in a race. Yeah, gas feels alright so far. That's a very good banker, I agree. Gramps racing is crazy. I've only just got to Unk stage gamers. I can't be promoted to Gramps already. What if I told you boys that after my... what I feel like was a very valid crash out at Sardinia, with how the reset delay was going and how everyone was fingering me. I'm 4th, by the way. I've already been dropped down to 4th after what I felt like was a good lap. What if I told you boys that I have completely changed my settings? And I spent about an hour on the new settings before today. So we're rocking it. We're doing it live. No practice. Gas going to struggle in the road. I'll take your word for it. It'll be alright by then, because I'll only feel the road if I'm in the main event. So we would have done the hard part. Want to try railing that. Miles and Neon in front. They're not a million miles in front. And then Reed and Troy are just behind. I imagine Reed and Troy will probably leapfrog me before this is finished. If I was a betting man. It's not really how you want to be starting a lap, is it? Yeah, basically all of my settings now, I just went to Cam's setup video and just copied absolutely everything. All the way down to the FOV as well. This is the highest my FOV's ever been. It's on 117 right now. Usually never have gone higher than 115. What a wank corner. That's the worst one on the track. Oh. Cam's camera changes on the daily. Yeah, I never changed my camera settings too much. This doesn't feel too far removed on what I did have. Who do I have winning tomorrow? I'm not sure, but I think we all need to agree that Kenny needs to keep on winning, keep getting good results. Because we need a Kenny championship before he retires. And unfortunately for everybody right now, if they don't do it this year, it's probably never going to happen. Ah, attack my back end. No, no. This is I'm trying to push harder. I was nowhere near getting over it that lap. Not even close. Yeah, the nap had the opposite effect. I did not wake up feeling refreshed at all, I just felt more tired. Scrubbing onto that table too hard, so I'm tagging the back end. Actually, sort of good, do a comparison. This guy on the inside there, let me just go outside. I don't think the outside's bad at all. Oh my fucking Christ. Oh, that would have been sick. Oh, god damn it. I was moving through there. I think I've been hitting them in 4th usually. I went all the way up to 5th that time. So I just got a little bit of swap towards the end. It ruined it for me. Yeah, 5th is kind of the move through there. It's munching. Unfortunately, I think that single was just a little bit too steep to be able to wheelie over cleanly. I'm oversteering coming out of the corner. I keep doing it. Again, that could be different leaning settings than what I'm used to. Could just be me trying to go a little bit too fast. Oh, I've got my gear changes all wrong on the exit of that. I need to downshift. If I'm going up to 5th, I need to downshift twice on the exit. I know this is a very bad start to a lap, but... Oh, okay. That fully... I got no grip there. I was about to say, but I should carry on going. Ah, no, this is a gas, not a Honda. Easy mistake. Both red. It's a very specific low part there. Kind of mid left side of the track. It very dramatically changes what kind of a run you get through the whoops. That's not good. Now I'm going to take the slow line. No! Oh! I had too much speed through the whoops from wheeling through them. I mean, wheeling's definitely the move. I feel like sometimes it's just based on luck with where your front end lands after you finish wheeling. That wasn't too bad. That was. Back end definitely feels a little bit alive. coming out of some of these turns. Gas been alright there. From what I've felt of this gas around this track so far, is that if you had someone like Cam or like Rax, they could still win on this around here, 100%. The track feels very congested in quality today. Feels like there's a lot of people. I also never thought I'd see the day where I'm going through the whoops too well that it's hindering me. Usually if you go through the whoops too badly and it's negatively impacting you, not if you get them too good. Oh, I missed my inside rut now. Nothing more frustrating than when you scrub a little bit too hard and you tag your back end. I might be better off going around the outside on the gas and tripling in. Because trying to get that quad in the middle is proving to be really, really difficult. Not sure why my back end's stepped out like that. I don't know if I'm going to improve my bank a lot. Definitely can. I just don't know if I'm going to. I've just been, oh my god, I've just been demoted to 7th in this one session. We might not be making a top 40 at this rate. It's going to be bad. But I don't feel bad at the same time. Trying to time that Supercross triple and land in the right place has proven to be really difficult. There's a get a different run through the whoops every lap, the speed that I'm hitting the triple is different. Oh, of course I slid out just in the last corner. Oh, God. It was faster. I don't know how much it was faster by. I think it was less than a tenth. Ruh-roh. Yeah, very, very messy laps. It was very slow out of there. So that was quicker. I went up from P7 to P5. I think that was my last attempt, actually. Buzzer beater. Carry on this one, just in case it counts. Nope. No good. I mean, I'll definitely be inside the top 40, but yeah, gaining 1.6 seconds on that would definitely be quite difficult to do. Not unhappy though. The gas is all right. It's not shabby at all. It's just that one singular rhythm section before the finish, trying to get a quad in there. Yeah, there's been a lot of tracks so far this year where the best line in the corner is not to take any of the ruts and just flat line it on the inside. But again, when the corners are this wide from inside bow to all the way to the outside, then you've got all this room here. It's what happens. Especially with how spaced out everything is as well. Like how big the gaps are in between the jumps. There's no real reason to... Well, if there's not any proper alternative rhythms, there's no point in wasting time going all the way out here to this rut. You may as well just flat track on the inside, it'll be quicker. I do want to do a quick practice start though. See if she gets out the gate. It's 4.5 for Supercross, I think. Let's try a third gear start. Oh shit, yeah, I changed my clutch back to normal circle rather than being square. I think I need to change it back again. It's going to mess me up otherwise, so I'm going to forget. I'm going to go to pull the clutch in at some point and just loop my Larry. Damn, she caught a little bit of grip. Oh, that's tight. I might just take the second row in that corner every lap to avoid any kind of mistakes from messing the inside one up and then inevitably casing the shit out of the triple. This is a disgustingly fast-paced track. Troy just messed up that inside, now he weren't able to do it. Oh, little transfer. Almost. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Oh, I love, now that I haven't got to be the bearer of bad news every week, that it seems like it's the general opinion when the tracks are a bit more meh some weeks than others. This is, I feel like the last couple of rounds have just been just weird. Just weird, not particularly great, especially not for racing anyway. If you take the tracks in a vacuum, if you remove them from a racing series, each track as a standalone track, it's actually a pretty good track. It's just, I don't know if they're fit for the purpose of what we're trying to achieve is all. My rider's vibrating. I have got a little bit of stick drift. So it's probably... Is it doing that? Probably this. Juttering back and forth where it thinks I'm turning to the left slightly. Probably load up my MXB, shouldn't I? See what the damage is. So if I was 5th in mine, if we average that out, there's 4 groups, I should be around 15th to 20th. Unless I had a particularly stacked qualifying session. Yeah, they're not up just yet. Yeah, one thing that people still forget is MX bikes is pretty much GP bikes reskinned with motocross bikes on them. So the fastest way of getting around the track is just to carry as much momentum as possible. Which a lot of time means you very rarely benefit from trying to take like a sneaky tight inside. The reason we're taking a lot of insides the last couple of rounds is because there's been absolutely massive ruts on the inside to help you. Or the fact that the ruts are so far out of your way that you're better off just flat tracking. But for the most part, whatever rut you can keep the most speed up in, regardless on if the distance is longer, that's where you want to go. That's the rut you want to go for. Holy fuck.
Good luck today. Hope the races go good.
Excuse me? ¿Por qué? Stephen, I thought that just doing a cheeky 100 every time you rock up was enough, not dropping fucking 200. Jesus Christ. You absolute animal. What a machine. That guy is handsome, Big John. I completely agree. Can we all, instead of doing the usual like streamer thing, instead of everyone just saying W's in chat for Stephen, could we all give Stephen like the best compliment you can think of? It could be how handsome he is. It could be how tall he is. It could be how attractive his partner might be. Could be how long it is, maybe. Like, I've heard people refer to him as the human tripod before. Like, he has cock. That man swings. Jesus Christ. Oh, for fuck. Ah!
What a nice guy.
Stop. Stop. It appears we have a cock off. who has the biggest cock in the Linz community? Jesus Christ. Thank you, AJ. AJ and Stephen, the pair of you. Right, they both deserve compliments now. I'm going to need to take measure to see who's got the most meat. That's actually disgusting. It's almost a bit like it's almost a bit blue ball-y for me because I can't hear the two-stroke sound in my ears anymore. Actually, that's not something that I've checked. Are you guys getting the audio notifications when these things come through? Wait, what's this button here? Oh, hang on. If I press this, does it... Or if I press this... Oh! I think I've just pressed a button that I will now be able to hear notifications moving forwards. Because I had an OBS update. AJ's $1 off. No, they both came through at exactly the same amount for me. I see the converted amounts, so it's £151 and 13 pence, which I'm guessing is $200 exactly. So you guys do hear, okay. So I had an OBS update today, which is why it signed me out of everything. And I now have an additional little headset button next to all of my audio input settings. And they all have a little X on them, but I have now pressed it on Twitch alerts and YouTube alerts. So anything else moving forwards, I should be able to hear. I'm just hoping that it's not too loud. Because if I press it on my microphone, I can now hear myself in my ears, which is disgusting. So we'll turn that off. So that should be good moving forwards. Honestly, that pair of you, thank you so much. Absolute W. Absolute W. I really do appreciate it. Well, it doesn't matter where we get tonight now, does it, gamers? Does not matter in the slightest. Does not matter at all. I see a wild Rusper lurking in a Discord by himself. Don't know if I want to hop in or not. I don't know. Aerial Racing League. Anything going on in here? Any track complaints? EU 250 is so arse. There's one. That's not a track complaint though. That's just a general thing. But when was these done? Oh, this was before the track even. Oh, hang on. This track is one of the worst I have ever ridden. Interesting from Callum. I don't know if this will get me demonetized. That triple before the finish is worse than the Holocaust. That is one of the statements of all time. What else have we got? It's outrageous. Actually, don't know if I want to sit here and read today. Nah, I'll be fine. Alright, I got race day announcements. That's just quali. Some chit chat going on in the whitelisted server. I've got a Discord notification, but I don't know what server it's in. Oh, there it is. It's on the MTG one. Oh, should we have a little read of the MTG? Oh my, holy flashbang. That's bright. Jesus Christ. Right, let's have a little read. Where is my display overlay? There she is. Right. End of March development update. Looks like me with that awful riding position. I've realised that... I know it's obviously because I'm fat and unfit. I really struggle when riding in real life to actually get myself in the correct position at all times. I feel like after 2 laps and my arm's gone, I just kind of like collapse into the bike. And then obviously that makes you even weaker and more tired. That This track stinks of Sweden. And then we have got, I suppose we've got JV and Hell Machine making tracks, haven't we? So that probably is another Swedish track. Right, what we got? Busy month. Who's doing what? Time model updates. Don't know who Pablo is, but W Pablo. And I'm pretty sure John is JVDL. 99% sure. Steering improvements for better stability. The only stability issues I seem to have when I test the alpha is the back end's a little bit swappy sometimes. I suppose we've got a little bit of front end twitching. Maybe it's addressed that as well. Tire model's been done, bibbidi bop, skibbity bobbity boo. Little kids track. That's where you'll find me learning the ropes, you know, honing the craft. Oh no, never mind. There's a Jonathan and a John. Too many Johns. Guess you can't guess what my middle name is. UI fixes. Inventory item management. See, I don't know what that's going to include. Fixed a performance issue on Linkoping. I haven't got access to Linkoping yet. Oh. I should have access to Linkoping now. I should have read that next line. New alpha update, including fixed exchanges and Linkoping. When did that release? Where is... There it is. Oh yeah, update queued. Okay. Let's update that now, actually. Probably absolutely destroy my stream quality for a while. Rider physics work in progress. Bit more Linkoping action. I like Linkoping in bikes, so I'm sure it'll be great in MTG as well. Oh, aerial announcements, pits. Lynn's joint aspect. No thank you, sir. I will pass. Are times ready yet? Yes, they are. 13th today. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. 13th overall. That is not too shabby if you ask me. Tyler's come back here with a vengeance the last 2 days, hasn't he? Or last 2 races. He was flying around Sardinia, and now he's popping off here as well. Maybe he stopped doing the LARP. He stopped LARPing. Good stuff. I'll be honest, I am far too... I don't even know the right word. I can't be bothered to read it. Can you be bothered? So, announcements. Heats are up. Cool. So I don't think they're staggering heats at all. I think it should be straight through. Arlsx 450 heat 1. Get me in. That's not very nice for him to call me Steiner. That's crazy work. No, I don't think MTG is going to delete MX Bikes in the same way that MX Bikes didn't delete MX Simulator. I think each individual game will have their own communities there, just people that prefer one or the other. You'll probably get... the way I see it going is you'll get a whole bunch of people from Sim go to MTG, you'll get a whole bunch of people from MX Bikes go to MTG, you'll also have a whole lot of console people, because it's probably the best console game you're probably going to get for the foreseeable future. And then you'll get the remainder of people that still love their Sim on Sim, you'll get the remainder of people that still love their bikes on bikes. One thing that is going to be difficult for me is I already struggle trying to juggle Sim and bikes and be decent on both. Now I'm going to have to try and throw in MTG at the same time. I'm just going to have to be extra mid at everything. I'm going to say this before it all goes to shit, but Gas was treating me well in that qualifying session, I thought. Little red. Little engine that could. Triple the content, that's very true. It's definitely easier to make content when you can diversify your games that much. Oh, well, I'm fully zoned out right now. The screen is just a blur. I'm like looking through the monitor rather than looking at it. Okay, cool, we're back. I have not made the night show. Well, actually, no, that's a lie, isn't it, Holmes? I would not call making the night show an accomplishment. I would say actually making the main events to be an accomplishment, in which case it's only bikes I make main events on. I don't know if there's ever going to be a motocross game that simulates real life that good. And the sole reason being is when you're riding a motorbike in real life, your entire body goes into riding it. The reason we've got car driving sims is because you can replicate like for like. As long as you've got the perfect physics engine, you can get all the feedback and everything through a steering wheel and pedals. What we can't do, unless you get a multi-thousand pound rig with like a floating bike and proper inertia and gyroscopic effect, is you can't put your body weight into a motocross bike. It's all just done through your thumbs on a controller. Like, you can't simulate whipping a bike. Not that I can do it anyway. And whilst you can get handlebar attachments, because I know there's people out there that make those already, you're still just turning a set of handlebars left and right. You're not like leaning into something at the same time and, you know, like counter-leaning around the corner and things like that. So I think there's definitely limitations for our sport, at least, as to what can be done through a video game. When am I going to put my camera higher? Cam, what if I told you that... Actually, no, I don't think I've changed it on this one bike. I've changed it on the Yamaha. There you go. Now everything is identical to what you run. Absolutely identical, 1-to-1. Thank you, Reed. That might mess me up now. I got a little bit comfy on the gas before. I would say the all the way up makes no difference to me from all the way up to all the way. Actually, no, I'm going to put it back down just because that's what I qualified on. But I've always had it all the way back. But I changed to like your 117 FOV, and I think you run like 5 tilt rather than the 3 tilt that I was using, so it's not extreme changes at all. Oh yeah, we're doing tricks on it. Transfer. We're up. K-Dub called. How do I like the round so far? I don't know the best way of wording it, to be honest, without being super negative. It's just another round. There's nothing particularly exciting about it. There's some bits that are just like, what was the thought process here? It's incredibly fast-paced. It's probably also going to be incredibly one-lined, as most of the rounds have been. I think the best track this year has been Anaheim 1. Just in terms of the ruts and the roughness in it. It's kind of crazy that I feel like we peaked at round 1. This is going to be a heat race. This heat race that we're going into now. I'll be honest, Cam, I don't really feel too much of a difference. But yeah, when it comes to like the rider lean and stuff like that, the only thing that felt slightly different, because bear in mind our leaning settings are identical, like just in terms of left stick leaning. It was identical minus a extra 10 less direct lean. I just ran 75 compared to your 65. So all that I have happens a little bit now is I might oversteer coming out of a corner, like hook a little bit too far right or left coming out of it. Which will change over time, but yeah, they weren't too dissimilar. No, I didn't watch the sim race at all. I generally was too tired for once and had a normal bedtime. I think I went to bed at, I'll say like 10 PM on that Wednesday night. Rightio. Raise hell, praise Dale. Or is it the other way around? Praise Dale, raise hell. Does it do caddy? I can see why you'd say that. I suppose the fronts look somewhat similar. No, this is just a straight up gas gas. Let's see how we go. Damn. Miles has got the sticky tyres on. Oh yeah! Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I thought I'd commit to it. Let's see if I get a little double backflip going on. You know what? I'm actually still in a decent position after that. Don't cross jump left. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Check out. Don't land on me. Said don't land on me. Thank you. How many people are we going to land on? Oh! It's a sea of blue. Oh, I saw orange. I am jumping over to the left here, buddy. Decent first run through the whoops. We are not in a transfer spot at the moment, though. He's a little bit framey as well. Hopefully that sorts itself out as people get more spread out on the track. I think I'm in 9th right now. Yes, I am. That's all we need. Top 9 is all we need. Holy slip and slide. This is not going to go well. Oh, shit. Okay, this is... I'm going to have to lock in a little bit here. Got a big old gap behind me, so I just need to keep working forwards. Not sure the best place is to be making passes around you, though. That helps. Great drive through the whoops. I went into him a little bit slower and it helped me stay on top of him. Gonna filter in it. I think I just heard somebody off the track. I think that gave me another position. Yeah, it did. The thumbs feel a little bit stiff right now. They're not really doing what I want them to do. I actually don't think I like cutting down in that corner. I like doing what I've done there, just following it around. Oh, okay, I found the high spot. That's nice. Slightly kind of middle to the right-hand side. Should make stepping over that table easier. Tell you what, the front few have actually gone, because I'm in 7th and I only see 2 people in front of me. Jesus Christ. I'm such a sketchball. It's alright, he crashed on his own. I mean, the outside there is very safe, but you definitely do lose a bunch of time. P6. We got some wiggle room. Yeah, this might be a position in front. Not too sure yet. Yeah, it is. Getting a little bit of understeer issues. Front end's not wanting to rip in on that flat corner. Last lap. We should be... Let me be quiet for a second. Say we should be in top 9 comfortably unless the wheels fall off. The wheels fell off. Not going near this fucker, his pings are horrendous. Will not be the first time I've been destroyed by his ping this year. I'ma just sit right here. What an awful, Actually, oh, I hate using the word awful. Oh, I got him on cuts anyway. I don't like using the term awful because it sounds like so horrible to say. It's not a fun track, again, for like the 3rd or 4th week in a row. It's just all built so awkwardly. Still, gas feels pretty decent to me. Does not feel bad at all. The old red machine making her way through to the main event. You love to see it. Yeah, I found the high spot on that quad. Oh. Hello? Oh my... Plix is not saying good words. I'm not sure if one of the worst lappers in the field should be talking to other people like that. Yeah, I found the high spot. Is it? Yeah. So it's actually, I don't really think you can see it very well on camera, but like just here, it feels like it gives you more oomph. Because this isn't perfectly smooth. This is kind of undulating, like kind of like mini little ruts there. But this bit right here makes it feel like you go higher. The only downside is it does tighten up this next right-hander. You kind of have to jump from right to left to open it up again. Yeah, we made it through the heat. Made it through the heat. Not too bad at all. Yeah, that is the gas. We can prove it as well. Let's see, Lynn's MC 450. We had 2 KTMs in there that didn't make it, unfortunately, and then the rest are on the Yamahas. Sick fastest lap as well. Exactly where I'm destined to be. Oh, all the good tracks got DDoS. Maybe. Do you want to know my conspiracy theory at the moment is I actually think that all the tracks are already finished. And then they just get pumped out at the end of each week. Yeah, no, I agree with you there, Archer. I say if you remove the tracks from like a competitive racing series, they're good tracks in their own rights, just to ride around on in testing. Could I quali on a Honda? It would be tough. I still think I could top 40. If I could find a suspension that felt good on the Honda. The LM and R in the tyres is to do with heat, swamp, but to my knowledge, it doesn't actually affect the tyres in this game. It's a feature that, again, has just been copy and pasted over from GP bikes, where the heat of the tyres does matter. It's either like heat or it's wear, one limb two. But yeah, I don't think it actually does anything. Yeah, I can never remember the... actually, no, I think the reasoning why the races aren't done the week after real life is because then it gives them a very strict 1 week time period to build the track, which can be cutting it fine a lot of the time. Whereas if they're done prior, you can bang them all out like months in advance if you want to, as soon as you've got the track maps, because there's like no changes at all. I think that's the only reason. I personally would prefer them afterwards to get something a bit more realistic. And then not only that, to like, I guess, mimic how rough or rutted a track got in each week. Because we've had some rounds in game where it's been like flat and the track in real life has been super rough, and then vice versa as well. It's worked the other way around. I wouldn't say I'm particularly enjoying the track today, Chase, but it's not from like a grumpy standpoint. It's just from it's just another Supercross track standpoint. Kind of same sort of things we've had the last couple of weeks. Nothing. It doesn't like excite me at all, like an outdoors track does these days. Please remove reset delay as well. Anyway, yeah, I'm good, thank you, Ryder. But this is a gas. Gas 450. To my knowledge, is this... Let me check my Faboso folder. I swear this hasn't got a model on it. I swear it's just stock as it comes. Bikes... Gas 450. Yeah, it's just stock OEM gas as it comes. And then the skin is AJP skin from like 2 years ago, GPs. Salt Lake on a 252. I don't think they let the two strokes into the servers. I also have a feeling I would not qualify on one. Shall we see how hard it is to get around here on the two-stroke? I might still have... Actually, would the setup apply still? So I might still have my gas set up from when I won on Washougal 2 years ago. In theory, Sir Box thought yes, they could do that. I still don't know how long it would take them though. There you go. Washougal set up. The limiter on this sound. Oh my Christ, the limiter on this sounds horrific. Issue with these two-strokes now is they used to be somewhat comp when all the bikes had loads and loads of grip, but the two-strokes now, they just spin on everything. So whilst the 450s are actually tracking and moving forwards, the two-strokes will just be lighting the back end up everywhere. So not only are you underpowered, you're also at a grip disadvantage as well. Oh, nowhere near. Not even close. Hello, Ryan. Boing. Yeah, I didn't win an overall one, but I won Moto 1 of Washougal in 2024 on one. But yeah, and that's when they were kind of comp. I mean, I pulled the whole shot on it, for crying out loud, so you know that the grip was definitely different on them back then compared to how they are now. I'll be honest, I don't think I'd be able to qualify like a top 40 in Supercross on this. Unless it was a track with like 0 big lines completely. Yeah, not ideal. I'd also need a dedicated Supercross setup on it because this thing is not getting through whoops. It's weird, isn't it, that you can have an outdoor setup that like munches braking bumps really well, but that somehow doesn't translate over to hitting whoops really well in Supercross. Make it make sense. Whoa! It's crazy work from Nathan. No, definitely the last 2 years of Supercross tracks have been a bit of a miss in my opinion, and I feel like that's shared more so amongst like the racers. I mean, from a casual side of things are always pretty damn good. But yeah, again, I always look at things from a competitive / racing standpoint, because that's really all that I do. I don't really do the casual thing on this game anymore, unless it's like long donate-a-thon streams. Hello, soldier. I'm good, thank you. Hope you're well. I think this Gas's biggest downfall today is going to be getting out of the start gate, because I've had 2 very, very bad starts so far. I'm not trying to fight the bike once it starts swapping in the whoops now. I'm just kind of like leaning forwards a little bit and not moving my rider's body side to side to compensate. Just keep accelerating and hope that it sorts itself out. So far it seems to be going alright. There'll be some times where it's like way too far gone, especially as the road comes in, and there's just no saving it at all. It's crazy to think that we're this far into the Supercross series, but we've still got so far left to go. It does feel like it's been going on for ages, and it's like, whilst round 12 is a deep round to be into, but it also feels like it should be the end of it. I'm interested to try Brad's rendition of Trentino on Monday. Should be good. I mean, to play devil's advocate, Elix, or Elix, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name. If you're lagging in a qualifying server, you'll also lag in the race server. Because it's an extra, what, like 5 people maximum in qualifying towards than a Supercross race. Yeah, Trentino's changed its the way it's been run a couple times over the years. I mean, MX Bikes has like both versions around. You got the version that we used for MX of Nations in 2021, made by Toxic, that goes the opposite way to the MXB GP version that JV made. Oh, I almost got that clean from the lower side there. That's not terrible. I might have to make a mental note to try and switch up to that inside once the road gets too bad on the outside. We should be having... Let me try and find Talon's stream quickly. See what the night's looking like, because I really need to drop the kids off at the pool. But I don't want to just leave you all on a blank screen. So I'll just watch.
I guess I will, since we got some championship guys in there.
Put some oil in my lamp, keep it... The timing on that is outrageous that I get back. But I was taking a big old dumpy, and unfortunately it produced the infinite wipe glitch again, which you hate to see. Well, that's just going to get me copyrighted, isn't it? No, I haven't got any plans on making any more tracks, to be honest. Just a thing is, it's a long process in general, and when you're technology handicapped like myself, things just take longer than they should do. Like my workflows are really bad and messy, and I just brute force things. Longer than usual. That's why I had the infinite wipe glitch. I couldn't help it. I'm surprised I haven't patched that yet. Uh-oh. Wipe till it's white. I thought the saying was wipe till it's red. And then, you know, it's definitely clean. Okay. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, by the way. So it didn't work then. I played the thing to be able to hear the alerts in my ears, and I didn't hear that come through. Which is very frustrating. I do appreciate it nonetheless, though. What's the delay we got going on here? I think I'm going straight to bed when the main event's done today. I'm so tired. Oh, no, hang on. Is it because I think it's because I tabbed out the game. My frames are framing. They look fine up there. I was curious to know how much easier getting over that table would be on, like, a Yami. Let's see if it is an insane difference. Most of the time I'll stay up to watch the actual race. I have had once or twice where I've just fallen asleep at my desk while watching because I've been too tired. They go on quite late. Especially now that we've had daylight savings and we're all caught up again. Because there was like 2 weeks where the race was an hour earlier for me than it would usually be. I thought the heat race went fine. You can only do so much when you go down at the start, but then it was my fault. I was definitely wobbling a little bit. The thumbs weren't quite doing what I wanted them to do. It looks like from what I'm reading in Aerial Pits right now, there should be a couple of heavy hitters in the 250 LCQ, so I wonder which one they're going to watch. I think HW and Murder are both in the LCQ. Do. Or to Arsenal. They ain't come back round. Oh, barely. What place is possible in the main? It usually depends on the first 2 laps. Like, you could get an easy top 5, or you could be battling for like 15th. Especially around here, where it does seem to be very single file. But I do not believe that the gas is a limitation around here. My handlebars must have hit the ground there, surely. My front end washed really, really easily. They must have tagged this. Yeah, they did. Okay. Don't mind that. That makes sense. Yeah, it's not terrible at all. I think it helps that I've tried the gas in the past, so I wouldn't say very familiar with it, but at least I have a rough idea. Yeah, track's very easy, Rex. I started the stream off by not giving my own opinion on the track. I started the stream off by giving everybody your opinion from yesterday, saying why do the tracks keep getting easier? Because I do think we peaked at A1. I think A1's was my favourite track of the year. In terms of line choice and ruts and roughness, like altogether. No, I would not say the gas is a new meta. I would say, however, if you are someone like Cam, and you're qualifying a second faster than most people, I do think he could still go out and win on a gas if he wanted to. So not the best bike, but not absolutely atrocious. Not like a Cowie 450 or a TM 450. For the most part, it's pretty... I think corners are the gas's strong point. It's quite stable in the turns. Just wish it had that 1 or 2 extra horses under the seat to get over some of these bigger lines in the long rhythms. Yeah, the heat race didn't get too eroded, so we'll see how it does in the main. Yeah, I'm on cam settings at the moment. Are we racing yet? Oh, we are. Perfect timing. Move this to here. Lovely stuff. Actually, I should probably hang on. Let me do that so you can't hear that anymore. Don't hear my bike just ticking over in the background the whole time.
Is 39 down, but with Ken's not racing this week, he has a good chance of clawing it back to at maximum 14 points down. If that's it. This is 250 LCQ. Murder, I think, is second in points in his coast, and he's in here, but he's off to a great start. And then HW's in here as well. Nico's in here. He has an infamous one of not making main because he not sure what other people should usually be making it straight through to the mains. As WJ is casing that Supercross triple, he's got Nico right behind him. To be fair, Ghosted, the settings aren't that far apart. They are very, very similar. But since I've been struggling recently, it's always worth just switching things up now and then, even if it is just a couple of percents different here and there. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. Well, oh, I know why it's messed up because you know, do you ever get to the point where you're that tired where your eyes just start stinging? Because my eyes are burning right now. I'm so ready for bed. It doesn't help that I've got my 2 lights pointed at my face.
But I've turned my monitor brightness all the way down. It's on 28% brightness at the moment.
Kanan's goes off the track before the finish.
So I'm looking at a very dark screen.
And then we see HW for the first time in P5. Oh, gets held up by Jam. And
these EU streams. So this is Talon on Twitch.
Go right on by him. Gotta wait and see HW P5. Oh, Kanan's cases, Jam cases, and through goes.
See them 250 boys coming up short.
So see how far up he could climb. He is a little bit.
I think I've not tried it myself, obviously, so I can't say this with certainty. But just from looking at it, it looks like that Supercross triple after the whoops is easier to hit now than it is on the flat version, just because you can hit the whoops easier with how it's slightly eroded away, and you've got the rut in the corner as well. Could be wrong on that, but I think it's a bit easier for him than it is on the non-rutted version.
Or sorry, WJ is going after Redo for that P2 spot, as now Murda is forced.
Kenzer missing another round because of a girl. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Oh, and HW jumping off the finish line, having to miss all these guys who he just went away from. So now Nico getting absolutely crossed up by HW, who gets into him. What a cut. He's definitely getting banned.
He's getting banned.
He is not getting let into this main. If
Bro does not learn his lesson. He done exactly the same thing earlier on in the year. And there was a massive thing. There's been arguments in Discord about it. So to just go and do that again blatantly like that, you're not making it through. Bro lost his call. So
he already got a race ban for doing something similar.
He may as well. Woodland may as well leave this one. He's not going to be allowed to race doing that shit.
Final chance spot with Jam right behind him. As obviously HW that is.
I can't talk because I obviously get very, very heated when things don't go my way in the races, but I just rejoin where you crashed.
Here, as down goes HW. He's going to say this is him giving it up, but I call some BS. Oh, and Ethan and Jam getting into each other.
I'd be surprised if his lap even counts. He missed so much of the track.
So these two are fighting.
What happens as he crosses the line?
Oh, as they both case the finish
yeah, lap didn't count.
And Jam, oh my god, these two are just cleaning each other, and through goes
That's alright. Time and score. Actually, no, it did count. It looks like he got about 10 seconds of cuts there. There was a delay on it.
Tracks, apparently, in this 250 class. Jam just
yeah, the 250 boys are definitely their own breed. They're very interesting to watch.
So I think with Jam cutting there, we'll see Nico might be in because of
Pan him in GPs where he got a red plate. I think that's where some of the issues came up again, is because I think he cut at the start at round 1.
I don't know.
And then people brought up the clip of him cutting at...
see, I think Nico might get in off of that because obviously...
I actually don't know what round it was.
Not even
it's a round that I got 19th because it's on the Triumph.
Step on off as Nico cases, and here comes Ethan.
He cut out like an entire section in that race, like he did just here as well.
What they do with Jam. But
so hopefully whoever finishes in 5th in this race stays online, because they'll probably be getting put into the main event.
But Ethan, I got Nico, Dr. G.
What did he do? You missed it. He crashed just after this next left-hander. So the first jump into this next rhythm section, and he then proceeded to just go, so his bike was facing backwards and he just missed out this corner, missed out the whoops, he just joined on the Supercross triple. So missed out a good 10 seconds worth of track. Is that a wild Wumfy? A wild Rummifer? Hello, Rum. I'm still flying the flag for us different bike users. Rocking the gas today.
Take the white flag. We're gonna keep an eye on this. I think Ethan has it for now.
How does your bumhole feel after you decided to ride the KX around Sardinia on Monday?
See that cut, but Ethan went down there, and then see Dennis.
Seattle, thank you, Trent. Yeah, done it at Seattle.
Nobody clipped, but I could definitely tell you he went from that tabletop to the end of the whoop section without even going around it, Ols. So if nobody did clip, I for sure can see it, and I could definitely rewind the stream.
I always it's a very common thing of people making bad track re-entries just out of panic from trying to get going as soon as possible. But it is another level just to miss out entire sections worth to get going again fast.
So talking about him just trying to get in, and oh my god, everybody is struggling in this corner here for some reason. Yeah, and then Jam also cut. He just went from
14th in the second moto. That's good.
Cut straight across.
Don't know if you saw that one, Ols, but I'll let you decide what happened with that. Can't relate.
Ethan is behind Jam.
Can't relate in that second. Oh, I peaced out. That was a swift Alt F4. Oh, they banned him mid-race. They kicked him from the race. I've just seen it at the bottom of the leaderboards.
A lot of chaos going with people cutting.
Yeah, they adminned it by the looks of it.
So.
Oh, hang on. I need to go and have a look at
just like that.
The pits.
And looks like Jam is going to cross line P4. And Ethan is going to be P5. I don't know what is going to happen with that.
Yeah, that's about it already.
It's going to be P6. And then we're going to have Nico come across P7 here with K9s doing a backflip, landing it. Almost landing it. We see Keelan. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with, like, Jam, his cut. I don't. Who knows? Who knows? I could probably find out. We'll see.
I just feel egregious. Never mind, I spelled it right first time. Actually, no, I didn't at all. That is nowhere near the correct spelling of egregious.
Well.
Oh, that was so far off.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with that, but like I was saying, Jam went down with Ethan right here. And Ethan, he went the wrong line, but Jam, he just took off right there, I think. Unless I'm just misremembering it, but we'll see what happens there.
Okay. Yeah, HW got kicked. I'm going to spin a couple more laps before the 250 main event start. Oh, actually, I think in NA, the last showdown round, they did 450 before they did 250s. I wonder if they'll... I don't think they'll transfer that over to this, but I wouldn't mind it. No alcoholic beverages tonight. I feel like spirits have been fairly high so far tonight. We're just going through the motions. Well, I haven't had any word on if I'm banned or not yet, Rack, so if they don't say anything, then I'll race. If they do say something, then yeah, I'll probably just commentate. Yeah, I put an A at first as well, Rufio, and then got the Discord little red underline saying that I'd spelled it wrong. Much easier to get over that table in that slightly middle right part. Just trying to remember to get over there all the time, which is a bit tricky. Into the bells. Hold on to her, buddy. Girl. I've actually been staying as far away from Linda as possible for the last 2 days. She is very unwell, and I do not want to catch whatever it is that she's got. So I have segregated myself. Anytime we like walk past each other in the house, I'll put my shirt over my mouth and nose. So I don't want to be breathing in that tainted oxygen. Yeah, I'm on the gas. Yeah, she's just rotting away in bed, as she has been for the last 2 days. Which she's not happy about, because it's Easter weekend. And then she gets Friday and Monday off work anyway. She's a bit annoyed that she's now ill on the days off that she would have from work. I don't know what my lap time in quali was. So it was around like the 57, 58s, I think. Nothing outrageous. That's a good shout, Jerry. I need to manifest good thoughts. Anytime anything negative happens in the main event tonight, I need to just close my eyes and go, Stephen and AJ, Stephen and AJ, Stephen and AJ. Just on repeat. And that'll bring me back. That'll keep me zen. It'll keep me level. Well, you could ride the gas tonight, Rax, to prove a point that it's a viable bike. I don't know what the points are looking like in NA at the moment, but if somebody can do well on it, I'm sure it'll be you. Just have to get out of the gate on it. No, she's very nice in the turns. And there's no outrageously big lines around this track that it can't do. Yeah, the setup I'm using is just the stock SPX one. Just the free ones that he does. Which I'm pretty sure I should be allowed to share if it's free. Too late now, I've clicked on it. Sorry, Splash, if it's too late. So she's... I don't even know what she's got. She's done a COVID test, because we've got so many tests in the house, because you couldn't order them in small quantities ages ago. That's not a free... Oh. My bad. Thought it was a free one for some reason. She's like sweating a lot when she sleeps, like she wakes up covered in sweat. She's got a bit of a bad stomach. And then like quite a bunged up nose. Haven't heard her like coughing or anything. But whatever it is, I don't want it. So take your diseases away from me, please. Especially with Mr. I don't leave the house here, who probably has zero immune system built up. I cannot be getting ill. Pregnant? Yeah, I don't think so. She said herself that she'll jump down the stairs if that happens, so I ain't got to worry about anything like that. That's not something either of us want. And she's also not the type to switch it around either and be like, no, actually, I think I do want one. She's very mindset on no child. Rather puke or have diarrhea? We ask all the good good questions on the Lynch channel, don't we? Probably diarrhea. At least I can chill on my phone on the toilet. I'm not a good puker. I hate throwing up. I think this is just the gear that we had for the cancer round. I could change my gear, actually. It's been a while. Let me go mix things up before the main event. Yeah, we're getting there, Mike. Yesterday was actually a really warm, sunny day all day, which would have been prime for me to go, like, running in the hills that I have near me, which would be perfect conditions for the actual ultra marathon that I'm doing. But I couldn't move. My back and my neck are incredibly stiff after riding on Wednesday. They're still stiff today. They should be fine by tomorrow. But yeah, it's been raining all day today. Not ideal. I do have a red kit. I don't know if I'm the only one. Sometimes I feel like too much of the same colour looks bad. So like having all red bike and then all red gear at the same time, I don't know if I vibe with it too much. I thought you'd be loosening me up, bro. I'm not making me stiff. That red's clean. You know what, Jerry? Just for you. Even with the mix-matched number on the bike and the gear. Let's put on the other boots. What red boots have we got? Oh, they go quite well. We'll rock them. And what helmet? I don't think I have too many colorways on these 60s. Don't like that one at all. Might have to go for that black and white. Just not the right color of red that I want. If I use some of the older 60s. Oh. I did not know I had a helmet with my name on it. Ah, it's Nation's helmet. Okay, it's an option. It's an option. That's the one. That's what we're rocking with. Your money will be safe if people are putting money on me getting certain positions. The only time I think you have to worry is maybe like a potential top 10. I think anything higher up than that, the money's usually pretty safe. Jet shaved his head? I thought that was a picture of Justin Bieber at first. Look. You can't tell me that doesn't look like JB. Not Justin Brayton. That don't look like Bieber. You bet your friend I would get a top 10. What's the bet? What are the stakes? Could you imagine actually like having a website where you could bet on the aerial races? Go away, you spotty bitch. Don't care. Just squeeze it. Can you imagine how like fuming you'd be if people have like game crashes or lose positions on cuts and you lose money because of it? I feel like they're just making fun of me here. They got like salon quality hair adverts when I have no hair. They got running adverts here. They're listening. I was talking about running earlier because somebody asked. I will never, ever, ever wear one of these ugly as fuck hats though that the runners wear. Never. Oh, we still haven't even... Oh, my goodness, how long do these events take? This is why 450 should go first. Oh yeah, they've got to manually add the scripts together, haven't they? God dang it. God dang it. Yeah, I have hair now, but I didn't, and people still like giving me shit for it. So I just kind of, it's one of those things. If you insult yourself first, then it takes away the joy from others insulting you. OEM team, whenever the next bike pack update is, Aidan might be lurking in here, he might know. Can you tell him to add the fucking quick shift back to the gas, please? I don't care if they removed it on the stock version in real life. Fucking slap that shit back on and give people a reason to want to ride it again. It would make downshifting on the exit of them whoops much, much easier. I love getting these ruts so wrong that you do a big old scrub-a-doodle-doo. But you didn't even mean to do any kind of scrub in the first place. Just the game doing it for you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm very surprised that the... Who's it fall under with the broadcasts? I'm just very surprised overall that they advertise gambling on the Supercross streams. Especially since Supercross is has such a wide age range for a demographic. God knows how many like kids and young teens there are watching, and they're just like promoting gambling. Like, if you're of legal age, then by all means you can make whatever good or bad financial decisions you want to make. But yeah, I'm surprised these days with how easily cancelable everybody can be. That they just straight up advertise the gambling on there. Unfortunately, I also really enjoy gambling. So I have to try and stay away from it as much as I can do, otherwise I put in way too much and lose way too much money all the time. But at least I have common sense enough to know that when it's getting bad, just to stop, like, you're not going to get it back. Fortunately, some people do not have that part of their brain, and they'll get themselves into a very big hole. And yeah, I'm about to completely flip it and say, unfortunately I can't do prize picks where I'm from in the UK, because otherwise I would do it on Call of Duty all the time. So you go quite in depth with the prize pick stuff, and you can do, like, if you think a player's going to get higher or lower amount of kills in a game, and what their KD will be. This, that and the other. I'd like to do that, but a lot of it's all banned in the UK. Same with, I used to really enjoy doing the Pulp fantasy for my Supercross. I just think it's better than the RM fantasy layout with how the points work and choosing the riders and everything. But yeah, you can't do that in the UK anymore. Even with no money involved. They just don't let you. Yeah, unfortunately I am the type of person that when I start do it like gambling, you'll catch me at 3 AM betting on Ukrainian women's under-16s football. And yeah, it's a slippery slope from there. I checked up quite a lot there, and I still have jumped that triple load. You could, if you get a perfect run and perfect lift off the jump, maybe quad into that section. I don't know what website it's on, but I've seen like clips on Instagram and TikTok of streamers gambling on like how many cars will be in a queue of traffic at a set of lights and stuff like that, and that is like insane levels of degeneracy. At least if you're like sports betting, you can put a little bit of logic behind it. And it's not just 100% random chance. It was strange because when I went to... Hang on, what am I watching now? Hang on, Jake just sent me something. That doesn't sound right. If this is... Hang on, I'm going to lose my train of thought. If this is right, you guys need to take a screenshot of this while it lasts, because probably by the end of this year or the end of next year, it's not going to count anymore. I am him. It's just what I do. You know? It may have been like 2 years since I've got a Supercross podium, but that's what I do. I don't know why some names are in green. Are they like... No, I was going to say they're championships. They can't be. Oh, active in 20... Okay, I see. Active riders in 2026. This is the OG Troy. This is the OG Troy. This isn't even Troy Jan. This is Troy before other Troy even existed. Well, at least by the end of this season, I'll still be at the top of this. By the end of next year, I'm not too sure. Depends what these boys do when MTG comes out. But that's nice to see. Damn, hella washed. Hella washed. This race started yet? Oh, look. Oh, boys. The timing. The timing. I watched highlights of the GP. I didn't watch all the motos. Crazy people losing chains left, right, and centre, though.
Wide, though, and sneak side is going to be Nicholas and Valentine, who cases Liposek into P2 early here. And Nicholas goes down, Liposek in the lead, and Brad following him. But just like the heat race, these guys 1 and 2 with KFC just behind him. With Sharpo going over the bar, Zaire getting squeezed to the left by KFC, and through comes Lantzen. And it is Liposek leading the way, same as he did in his heat race. Even though there was 2 starts, he still made both of them, and that makes
oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh,
What a cut by KFC, just absolutely launching off the side of the track. Gaining a few spots there. He gets.
Yeah, and I did. I won Tampa last year. I don't think I'm going to win a race this year, but I did get a podium this year at round 1.
It looks like Sharpo is stuck on the side of the track there after going down. So Leo is in P3, or sorry, P4, as Murda is in P3 right now, right behind Brad, who cases, goes down, and Murda down the inside, actually front flips Landon.
So this will be the first season ever where I've not won a race.
People down the inside, and he gets in the back of Zaire. Down he goes.
Because I even managed to win a moto at the last round of Outdoors last year.
Brad and Protect cannot hold it together, and
Budds Creek
as well. So Brad is just losing places, getting over.
And obviously won Tampa in Supercross last year.
Froxy to the outside to give him no room to try and make a pass. Gets the triple lance and doesn't. Ethan cases right there, and then these guys all get in the triples. There goes Zaire and
the outside assistance rules messed up.
So going for the double.
Yeah.
Triple. And he's gonna go for the triple.
It's definitely
on off, almost goes for the step.
It's definitely
over.
a toughie.
And then Froxy
because where do you join the where do you draw the line? Because I know it's obviously bad them getting help literally fixing a bike, because that should just be chalked up to a mechanical at that point if the rider can't fix it himself there. But at the same time, let's say a rider's trapped underneath his bike and the exhaust is burning him to shit.
Your top 5.
If a spectator hops the fence and lifts the bike off of him, you're going to disqualify him for that? Like, see, it seems a bit harsh.
We'll see. Zaire cuts under him, kind of forces him wide, but Leo playing good defense. Cut under again for Zaire. Froxy down the right-hand side, moves him.
Rest in peace, Leo. Very aggressive pass from Froxy there. But you have to make aggressive passes around here. The track is not very easy to make passes on.
Aggressive pass here. And he got it done to move into, looks like, P5. So getting the
I bet these 250 boys are loving that tight inside with their extra grippy tyres.
Brad ahead of him, he does. And it through.
It do be grippy for real, for real.
Just a tiny bit. We got Brad, and then now we see Liposek, your leader, who we haven't looked at much, but he is slowly charting. He had a lot of top 4s.
No, I've not tried Rex's Supercross stuff on the KTM. I didn't know that he'd posted stuff.
Championship. I do believe he is a West rider. I could be completely wrong on that. It's so hard to remember these West guys, as I have not seen them since Seattle, I do believe. So, because I did not get to be here for Birmingham. Oh, a mistake from Liposek. And then here comes Murda, who is a West Coast.
And Murda making it through the LCQ. He's now competing for the win in the main. You'll have to see it.
To capitalize all the points. He has
250 and 450 have the same tyres. They got the same names. I don't think they're the same in terms of their actual values, though. Unless it's just the way the 250 bike delivers the power, but you can ride 110 rear tyre on the 250 and just not lose traction anywhere. So they're definitely not the same, 100%. Yeah, it might just be the naming.
We just got to wait and see if KC can catch up, but Murda trying to apply the pressure onto Liposek. He's around the outside to get a good drive through the whoops here. Murda goes more middle. It's actually quicker through the whoops there for him. Does he get it cleanly? He does. He's going to go middle rut here. And then through they go in the switchback section. So, Liposek holding on strong. He's going inside. Murda's going middle. Both get it cleanly.
Oh, actually, whilst this is going on,
now we gotta wait and
let me get loaded into the 450 server. No, I didn't race him this week. I was just too tired. I went riding that same day, so I'd been up since 5 AM, so I wasn't staying up until 1:30 AM just to start qualifying. And then if I qualified, I'd be awake until like 4 AM, so it would have been like a full 24-hour shift.
Brad closing in slowly.
So no, not that week.
Third of the way done with this main event. Outside for Murda. Gonna go on, off, get the triple cleanly, and then through the whoops they go.
I've never had to put a chain back on a motocross bike myself. I imagine it's a lot harder than it is to put it on a bicycle, though.
They both get it cleanly. KFC barely cases. That's going to cost him a tiny bit of time, but now it is a three-way battle for the lead here. And Brad not too far behind, so these guys keep battling. Brad is going to close in here.
No, I'm a 120 rear tyre enjoyer.
Liposek leading with Murda. Murda going around the outside.
I think it's mostly a skill issue on my behalf. Oh, holy lag. I would not want to be Murda right now trying to follow Lipo with that lag. Yeah, I think it's mostly a skill issue with the tyres because a lot of the fast boys can use the 110 no problem. But as soon as I put it on, I just feel like I'm sliding all over the place.
Liposek barely jumping over him, and it made him go down, and now KFC
Thank you very much, Whips.
Lead here down the inside. He kind of missed the rut, so he's barely going to case the finish line. Down the middle rut they go, though, going for the on-off still triple.
Does Lipo usually have bad connection, or is T-Moss riding on his account?
KFC gets a better drive. It's a tiny bit better.
KFC had a great drive through the whips, though.
The Supercross triple. Keep it clean. Down the inside goes KFC. Doesn't make a harsh pass. He does. Gets into him. Good block pass from
good
KFC.
Pass.
Both of them staying up, and now Liposek is in P2 with KFC leading here. Both getting the on-off clean. Let's see if KFC can run away with this. It's going to help him big time. It's going to, as of right now, promote him into the points lead by 1 point. So see just what he can do.
Where's Ken's?
But KFC leading,
Sticky fingers.
So we've got Liposek, then Brad, and then Murda is down to P4. So Case from Liposek out of the rhythm section. Brad going middle row.
Yeah, KFC's 450s for GP at the moment.
Brad gets through.
I'm not sure what made him. So him and Brad are both doing 450s for outdoors. I'm not sure why they done 250s for Supercross.
On that Yamaha.
But the class lock doesn't transfer over between series. It's just individual.
Straight line. He's not going to get the Supercross triple, and KFC's going to get on by him. So now his Brad looks like Murda had trouble into the whoops, coming from off the track to get it. Liposek checked up to not run into him. So now it is KFC and Brad, and then we got Murda.
Oh, I think they meant from a on the track perspective. Barks a lot. Like when the bike throws the chain mid-race, trying to get it back on yourself without tools or anything.
Past Waffle Slayer here. And then we'll see what these guys can do here. If Brad can close.
Oh no, I didn't mean weed. I meant sticky fingers, as in.
Right ahead of him. The two.
I'm sure you guys can guess what that means.
KFC, remember, he barely made it in through his heat race. He got 9th in his heat race. So just barely avoiding that LCQ, and now he got a better start, and now he's up front. But Brad is closing, and oh my god, the lappers are killing each other. That is Cloud and Sharpo.
There you go. Yeah, Fuzzy's got it.
Luckily for these guys, they don't have to deal with that. Oh. Mistake for Brad through the whoop, so he has to go double single. Waffle Slayer closing in on him. Backs out of it, doesn't battle him. Good for Waffle being a good lapper. He's not trying to, get side by side with Brad like most lappers in this game will do. Oh, and he almost steps over on accident for Brad's even more mistakes.
I'm sure it's an innocent enough question, Whips. But I noticed on the comments of my GoPro video from Wednesday, there was quite a few people just being like, ride a real bike rather than the Varg. And it's like, I do own a real bike as well. It's like, I'm an old man, can't I just go and enjoy riding what I want to ride at any given time? It's like, I'm sorry that you don't enjoy it, but it's not yours, so it don't really matter.
And then KFC just up the road here. We're gonna go back.
You'll always get the hard heads that will just blatantly refuse anything electric ever.
14 seconds back, so the two East Coast riders.
But every single person that has ridden one that I know, even if they've ridden it once, have said they are a good bike.
As Murda, he got second at Birmingham as Libasek, almost over the bars.
It's like you haven't. I think that these days specifically, people are very much of the opinion you have to be all or nothing, no matter what am I watching. You have to be all in or all out on any opinion that you have ever. You can't like some aspects of something and then dislike aspects of something else. Where you can. Because I can happily sit here and say the Varg is an amazing bike to ride, but it would be nice to hear an engine. Like, you haven't got to be 100% in or 100% out of any camp.
Has taken the lead, so KFC either gotten in with some lappers or went down. So he somehow lost the lead to Brad, so he had a chance of clawing back.
The Varg obviously does certain things better than a normal bike, and it does things worse as well.
P2 and he's going to lose even more points.
Like, not having to worry about your gears and having like that instant power is a positive. But then also, at the same time, it's harder to hit your ruts perfect without having a clutch to modulate and just doing it on the throttle only. I know you can now get clutches for them, but obviously I don't have one. There's always pros and cons.
Third championship in a row of a Supercross title.
Again, the pro could be you get insane starts. The con could be nobody knows when you're trying to make a pass on them because they can't hear you there. So it's hard to progress through the field without people cutting your nose off.
After this race, Kens is not racing. I assume it's probably due to real life racing, maybe. But yeah, Kens is not racing.
I mean, they're heavier than a 450. It's because of the battery. Batteries are very, very heavy on them. They are not a light bike at all.
So that is it. But I mean, Ken's had a good shot at wrapping it up here. Maybe not with Murda getting P3, but he had a good shot of, even now, if the best Murda can get is a P3, like I said, it would put him 20 points. Or sorry, 19 behind Ken's, which would make Ken's only have to get.
That's right. It's a lapper that went down.
He goes for Murda as now Libasek. That's gonna.
Doesn't look like anybody wants to win this race, so they keep going back and forth.
Like Libasek here, that's going to add more points, so that's going to bring it down to another 2.
So how did Murda and Lipo end up 20 seconds down? I had no idea. I've kind of been zoned out at this race. Didn't know Brad and KFC had pulled that far ahead.
And Murda got P3, then Ken's would wrap up the title at Denver. So each position that he's not gaining, it's going to give Ken's a better shot at Denver to wrap it up around early.
Yeah, they are a pain in the ass to get up on the stand afterwards. That's it's a grab the back tyre and lift technique rather than just grab the side plate and lift.
And I'm still looking. There's Frox. He's down in P6, you see, on timing and scoring. So not the race he won.
To be honest, a lot of time I wouldn't even bother. I'd just use a triangle stand, but the Varg stand has the charger built into it.
It's unfortunate for him.
So it makes sense to put it on there because the wire doesn't actually reach that far.
And Zach as well, who is third in the West Championship. I'm down in 16th.
No, not at all, Whips. Not at all.
On Ken's after this, which he's still 60 down, so he's going to be more than a full race behind. He had to gain 10.
Yeah, I don't see anybody giving Thomas Soon a shit for what he can do on his Vargs just because I'm arse on a bike that it's easier to fire shots in it. I'm just trying to have fun riding motorbikes, to be honest. I'm under no illusion I'm not going to go pro anytime soon. Just rock up and enjoy riding a bike for a few hours on the weekend.
For that West Coast with Ken's his Liposex internet still not being friendly with him.
Try and make little improvements when I can, and then
be a little sporadic, bounce a little
the fact that all my riding's done within a couple of months of the year, and then I have 7 months off until the next year, you can only expect so much.
And all these EU guys fighting. I think Murda is Canadian, so he's one of the few NA guys racing this class.
The mapping's always different, track to track. Just depends on the soil.
Murda gets it cleanly.
If it's
might have a second of cuts, I could be wrong on that.
I usually run like the break-in in just 50%. The only time I would change that is if it's a sand track, then I would lower it a bit, because you don't really want to be having the front end dive in as soon as you shut off the throttle from all the engine braking. So I'll lower it then. If it's like a deeper loamy track, 55-ish horsepower. If it's a bit more hard pack, I might turn it down to 50. But in that GoPro video from the other day, I had it on 40 and 45, just in different clips on it. Just because it's easier to hold on to coming out of the corners where it's so choppy.
But Murda
doesn't light up the back end quite as much.
He's got to get past Liposex. Got into the back of him there a little bit, we saw. But now he has to close on in. Now he goes around the outside. Does he get a drive? Go to the on-off. Gets the triple down the inside. He goes, takes the line away, and Murda is into P3, giving him an extra 2 points to bring it back down to 19.
I don't know if everyone in here is on the new tech. I don't keep too up to date with the 250 riders.
Right there.
Don't really have anyone in a friend group that rides 250s.
That he did just that after the whoops.
The only reason that bikes will look bad if you're through OBS is if your bit rate's low. That's just the biggest thing, is turning your bit rate up.
Right behind Cloud here, who is a lapper. He's only 7 seconds behind KFC, so if KFC gets held up by those lappers a little bit more, then Murda is gonna maybe have a shot.
Brad's kind of munching, I'm not gonna lie. He didn't start out in front early. I know he had to make a few passes, and now he's gapped him by over 20 seconds. Yeah, I rode the Ducati 450. I got a GoPro on it. Got to watch my content. Every view matters.
But Murda,
it was alright. Didn't blow me away, but then it wasn't awful at the same time. I didn't like the electrics on it. I thought the quick shift was pretty shit. The the traction control on it was pretty poo. You're better off turning it all off and just riding it as a normal bike. Then I feel like modern bikes have to have all the electric stuff just as selling points. But the base bike itself is solid enough.
So he should hold on, but it is last lap. No real battle going on, so we're gonna watch the points leader of East Coast.
I don't know if you can like tweak how strong the traction control is,
Ken's not here, so
but
looking to make up for it.
BP went into a corner,
through the whoops he goes. He's got the
and it was kind of like a little bit like loamy on the exit, like not sandy, but you know, like loose. And that one where you can just kind of bang the throttle open and light up the back wheel. And he did that, and the traction control kicked in and cut the rev so much that the bike stalled in that corner as he was banging the throttle wide open.
The final lap, he's got single 2 more rhythms to go in the Supercross.
So
Brad gets the triple.
Yeah, not the biggest traction control enjoyer.
Gonna take the inside Sharpo. What a guy! What a guy! Definitely not racing next week. I can tell you that much.
I looked away at the wrong time. Was that egregious? Did he do that on purpose?
But Brad, he had a big enough lead to where it did not matter. It's the final lap of the East-West shootout here at St. Louis, and for the East Coast, Brad still.
Yeah, I've heard that they've made a clutch for the Varg. I haven't actually seen it in action at all yet.
Brad is your winner.
I would love one. I really would, because I think that's exactly what I'm missing. That's the biggest thing that I miss, is being able to modulate the clutch in the corners. Well, that and the sound of an engine. The only thing that annoys me about Hopper, and it only annoys me because of just being a motocross fan for so long and already knowing stuff, and it's probably the same reason why he gets a lot of traction and views, is because he caters towards everybody, even the very, very new people. But it's the stating the obvious things that frustrate me. It's like there'll be a video of, I think it was a video of him behind the start gate, and Deegan was on the start gate with starting blocks, and he was like, Deegan's got the starting blocks today, and that was the whole thing. And it was like, well, yeah, I can see that. It just comes across as like the AI videos of things just explaining stuff that don't need explaining. Yeah, nothing against, I got nothing against Johnny's personality at all. Just the content isn't my kind of content. Holy Sea of Blue. Let's have a look, see what the final results were. No, Laurent! I thought I was going to be the only non-Yamaha in here. We got a Fantic as well. So we've got 20 Yamahas, 1 Fantic, 1 Gas. The good news is, I mean, the Fantic's basically the Yamaha anyway. The good news is I will be the fastest Austrian bike, no matter what position we get. I don't think so, Honda. I think I might have got away with it. Whatever the decision is at the end of the day, I'll take it as it is. If I'm banned for a week, I'll commentate. If I'm not banned for a week, I'll just race. No, I think we might need to PC check you after that jump in the first heat race miles. That was a little bit too good of a start. Well, I don't know if I am banned yet or not. But they put an announcement out after round 1 saying that they was going to start banning people that leave the races. And it was that. And I left Moto 2. I don't know if it's just a blank statement across the board. Or if I'll YouTube privilege my way out of it. I have no idea. But we'll, yeah, we'll see what happens on Monday. I don't know how deep, I don't know how in depth I want to go with the answer to that question, Jerry, without annoying people. Yes, is the only answer I'll give you to that. Yes, Holmes, I am. To be fair, when I rage quit in that Moto 2, I did say, fuck it, I'll take the week ban. So I knew what was going on in the moment, so I can't be upset if it happens. I'll be honest, Reed, I'm just surprised to see Dizzle making it to a main event again. Oh, pardon me. I told you boys, I'm not going any deeper into my answer than just saying yes. If I speak. I can't need another poo. But it's a bit late now. Everybody's in the server, the race is probably about to start. I'll just have to tail head for 20 minutes or so. Probably about 23 minutes. I have changed my view settings as of today. I've just copied Cam's settings like for like. So... don't know what the pitch is, but I do know it's 5 tilt and 117 FOV. Right. Race time. Screen share MTG after this. Yeah, I'll do that and get taken to court for breaking NDAs. Yeah, that's good. That's smart, I'll do that. What a stressful couple of jumps if you don't get it right. Well, it could have gone anywhere, couldn't it? It just had to land in front of me perfectly. Oh, that's not ideal. Ugh, why is everyone going inside? I didn't expect that. Out of my way. Out of my way, you're fucking slow. Ugh. This is going to be very, very hard trying to make any meaningful progress. Oh my goodness. Why is everyone going so slow? It's so difficult trying to get away from people when you're stuck in this part of the field. Lauren's stressing me the fuck out. Like, please, just go. Just, I can't... Ah! Yeah, not to get too negative Nelly already, but fuck me, these tracks are so shit for racing! Let me just build a massive inside rut in two 90-degree turns and expect people to try and make passes on each other. I'm so sorry, Miles, I'm so wonky. I'm surprised that I've dodged so many potential collisions on these opening couple of laps. don't understand some people. Why are we whipping into each other this close? Think I'll get in trouble for that collision in the corner afterwards? I probably should have checked up more in hindsight. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. No idea what's happened there. No. Oh, man. Oh, damn, the race is almost done. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. Right, last lap. Actually, I don't know if a 7th is good or not with how the race has gone. I mean, I suppose if you include the bad start, it's a pretty decent comeback. I don't think that Big Red has done me too shabby at all in this race. It's actually been quite enjoyable. It's been good in the corners. These two corners here, so tricky. Oh my goodness. You know what? Neon won? Damn. GG's. I mean, Cam was down horrendous at the start as well. It took him a long time to even get around me. That weren't bad. I don't think that was bad at all. I don't know where Troy finished. I passed him kind of at the midway point. But yeah, I'm very content with how I played in that one. I had a couple of like stupid tip overs, to be honest, but they happen from time to time with how the road is. It was a very intense track. Like, it's really, really quick, especially with like just railing outsides like this. You saw when I was trying to get around JS7, I was trying to take alternative lines, like, you know, taking like an inside or moving to the next rut over in this corner just to my left here. And it doesn't matter what you do or where you go, you're not passing somebody unless they make a mistake. Which is pretty much how a lot of these tracks have been going, to be honest. But you know what, I would almost hesitate to say I enjoyed that one. Just because it was, like, it felt alright. I didn't feel like the gas was hindering me at all. I found the part of the jump where you could step over the table fairly easily every lap. Any real mistakes were only from my own doing, to be honest. I kind of got a bit fisted by Cam's bike on that lap 1 incident, but you know, shit happens. Other than that, I thought that was not too bad. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that whip into my face read. But to be fair, I think JS7's even less happy since I killed him in that corner. But you can see, if we have a look at race times, I had a bit of a gap behind me, but you've got 01, 02, 04, 05, 06, 10, like, there's one crash in it between like 4 or so people in it. So it was really, really close in the mid-pack. Everyone's running very, very, very similar lap times. You can see here from like the 58.2, you got like 10-ish people, 8 maybe people within the same seconds. But GG to Neon. Got it done. Jake's going to start getting really annoyed that he's not winning these. He gets second all the time. Aiden says, these tracks need to change. Good round 1, gets worse each round. Troy say, Troy had a mechanical. His right trigger's cooked. Couldn't get the speed to get over the triple. Anybody angry at me? I feel like I was alright, other than that little nudge into JS7. Stick drift. More of a skill gap in a forest race. Yeah, you know, like, as painful as some of the recent rounds have been, in terms of the actual race on that track, the race that I had wasn't terrible. There was so many situations where if you was to replay this race another 99 times, I would have hit a lot more people, you know, just like landing right next to each other, you know, people being side by side in the air, like this close together. Like, usually there's all kinds of cross jumps and stuff. But I got quite lucky, all things considered. And coming back to, where'd I end up? 7th. Yeah, come back. There was a potential 6th there. There was maybe even a 5th because I was with Chase at one point. But to come back for a 7th, especially since I was battling with like Laurent at one point early on, not too shabby. Can't be unhappy with that whatsoever. So, thank you for stopping by again, everybody. Very much appreciated. Thank you to the 2 people with the massive penars, aka AJ and Stephen. Actually unreal. Enjoy the rest of your nights. I'm going to sleep because I am hanging. My eyes are burning so much. We might have to bring out the gasser again. We'll see what the next round is. We'll see if there's any like huge quads that you have to hit, because she done me all right there. So good night, everybody. Thank you. Catch you next time.